Good afternoon. This is Gray Bush Gaming. Thank you for tuning in. Hockey Ultimate Team NHL 2026. Um, I'm trying to broadcast live on YouTube. Never done it before. They're saying I have to verify my account. I've done it. I don't understand. Maybe it takes a couple of days. I have no idea. But really exciting team update here. Um, okay, so basically, I just made the Lankin in 99. Um, this card's excellent. And now, so I have the Lundell, the Ladd, the Alexiak, and the Lankin in all 99s. I prioritize these because you only have until the end of the week. Now I have the rest of the week. We'll see what happens as far as packs and pack luck and whatever the weekly headliners, anything out of the XP path, ranked, hut champs, like all of that stuff. I'm just gonna whether it's the ranked packs. I just opened up a ranked pack. I got nothing above a 92, but I did get a bunch of 9091s, which allowed me to make some more MS. I actually just made the Provorov and just used it to upgrade the Lankinen because I just don't have the 97s. I also got the 97 Iserman out of the XP path, and I used that because I just scooped up an Iserman on the auction house for like 85,000 or whatever. So I figured whatever. I mean, the point is, the only reason I was hesitant to trade in the icons is because I do want to make the Rocket Richard, but I guess it's not a huge priority because where is it going to go in my lineup anyway? I mean, it could replace the Yager, right? I mean, basically, I could put Rocket Richard there, but then you lose the plus one on Sid, the plus two. So Crosby's a 98. It's fine, not a problem. I'm going to go with this. Well, the other thing is Yarmer Yager has blue quick release and red or orange big rig, so it's fine. I mean, the auger's good. I mean, don't get me wrong, but maybe Rocket Richard's the answer. I don't know. We'll see. We also got to look at the mid-season icons as well. We got to wait and see what comes out with that. You never know. Somebody big come out, so I'll probably just hang on before I start making 99. I got this. Dave Andrechuk was, on the auction house. I got this for like 180 something at early on, like a while ago. I love this card. Look at this line, bro. You can't beat this line. I mean, this is my third line. Wayne Gretzky, 98 icon, which is phenomenal. To me, I mean, I haven't used the 99X. I can make it anytime I want. Well, I have to trade in. I need, the collectibles in 97s. But love this card. Love this Wayne Gretzky. He's surrounded. I mean, it's what a perfect combination. Two big physical power forwards to go with Wayne Gretzky. I just love that combination because Wayne Gretzky's a skill guy and it's like he has two bodyguards next to him. I mean, this is phenomenal, dude. And this Lad card is great. This Dave Anderson. I mean, this is a phenomenal. This could be my first line. Easily be my first line. Obviously, I have three number one lines, and I'm gonna probably mix this up because Pasternak. I love the Pasternak. He fits on this line because he can't fit on the other lines. So Pasternak won't fit on any other line except with McDavid and McKenna because you can put anybody there. So I could put anybody there, but Pasternak can't go on any other line. Like I can't put Pasternak down on one of those bottom six lines. And I like McDavid number one. I might end up moving McDavid. I had McDavid number two, so maybe I'll put them back number two and switch it up. Maybe I'll put the Andrechuk line and the Gretzky line number one. I don't know. I have three number one lines, and really I have four number one lines. The only thing you could say about this line, again, is two righties. The Lingerbrunner's great. It's really a great card. It's not a problem. Lundell, Cordy Howe, this is a great line. I love my team. I don't really see how you can get a better team than this. I honestly don't. I mean, I'm a free-to-play player. I bought the game at Black Friday. Yes, I kind of struggled for a little while, kind of being a little bit behind. Didn't have fantasy, didn't have team of the year, didn't quite have the same collection. And as the year went on, team of the season, and then team of, the superstar origins of some of the events. And then I got to 97 and everything like that. And I started to catch up. Then the 99X dropped. And then my team was really nasty. Added more 99X, more MSPs, more 99s. And now my team looks like this. And this is a free to play team, 100% free to play from Black Friday. So, and I've had a great team for a couple months now. Okay, it's been building, and now it's kind of culminating in this. And this is the point you want to get to, where you really don't want to replace anybody on your team. Now, Tyler Myers, okay, yeah. I mean, that's a card that can be replaced eventually. I'm not a huge Tyler Myers fan. I don't really love his movement in this game. His offense, it's fine. But I made that because there's no good right shot D. He's got elite truculence. So it is what it is. I mean, personally, I think the Adam Foote is the best right defenseman, probably, at least that I have. He's a little bit better than McAvoy. And so far, I mean, I'm sorry, Blake just plays. I don't know if I said Adam Foote, but I meant Rob Blake. The Adam Foote's a good card too. Defensively, the Adam Foote's phenomenal. I already traded that in a while ago because I just didn't have room for him. But that was a great card. Love that Adam Foote card. But this Blake is better, bro, because this Blake has 99 offensive awareness. Okay. 99 puck control, 98 balance. I mean, I'm just telling you, 99 endurance. I'm just telling you, this card is awesome. I love it. I absolutely love this card, bro. He skates excellent. He plays defense excellent. He's very good on offense. I mean, it's just he doesn't have a weakness. This is a great, great card. I don't want to trade this in for nothing, like for upgrading somebody or getting a 99x collectible or something. Like this card's too good for that. I'm sorry. There's certain cards like the Crosby and the Blake, certainly the team of the seasons, um, that are just these cards. These 97s that are in my lineup are just too good to trade in. I mean, I think they're great cards. So anyway, I added Tyler Myers. Okay, you can't go wrong. I mean, I needed another right shot D. Um, and this link, so the nice thing is I just made the Lincoln in 99, which gives me free ability points, right? So now almost my whole lineup is like free ability points, not completely, but I'm saying I have a lot of free ability points here. And as you can see, 53 ability points, all 53. That includes the backup goalie. I mean, I just activated it because that was all that was left. So in other words, all of the abilities are active, and I really have 3 points to play with. So in other words, I could actually take Lane Hudson out and put any defenseman I want right here, and I would still have all abilities active. So I just made the Provorov, used it to upgrade the Lankinen. I'm still working on the Lane Hudson challenges. Once I get the fodder this week with all those packs, like I said, the Hut Champs, another ranked elite pack or whatever mega pack, because I just opened one of those. But if I think I need to play about 20 games this week of ranked, and I'll have enough collectibles to get another ranked mega pack. The Hut Champs pack, I'm not great, but whatever. It'll be like a decent pack, 5 or 6 collectibles. That should get me something. The weekly headliners, the team of the week, plus anything from the XP path, daily objectives, all that stuff combined. I'm hoping combined with what I have and what I can get on the auction house, I should be able to make one more Celebration MSP, i.e. Provorov. Right? I could stick that 99 Provorov right here in place of Lane Hudson. Now I would have it wouldn't get any ability point. I mean, that line wouldn't have a bonus, but I don't need it because I have the extra points. Um, so you could literally do that, or somebody else. It could be another player. Um, I could literally put anybody here. Any single card I could put right here. Somebody with elite truculence, and and my team's basically set. At that point, all I'm doing is just looking to kind of upgrade. So in other words, can I get something better here? Can I get something better up here? Like a 99 right shot D with like truculence, or maybe even a 99X. Hopefully they come out with it. I've been saying for a while. I talk about the players who aren't in the game. Bobby Orr, right? Guy Lafleur, Pavel Datsuk, um, and Scott Stevens. And then they came out with the thing for NHL 27. Scott Stevens is going to be in the game. Oh, great! We are desperate for right shot D, especially a right shot D like that, like the one of the greatest top 2 or 3 right shot D in the history of the game. and a guy who's like known as like the best hitter in the history of the game, basically. I mean, the guy was phenomenal. Stanley Cups, what, 4 Stanley Cup? I mean, Scott Stevens is amazing. Okay. Why can't you put him in this game? Is that, it's like, so like, in other words, he signed his alumni agreement. For people that don't know, when a player retires, if you, it's like the licensing. If they send them out an email or a letter, and if they sign it, they get money, whatever, and they can be in the game because they're part of the alumni association. They have an agreement. They can use their likeness in the game, right? It's like college football or anything else. If you don't sign, if whatever. I mean, I'm using an example. Whoever Tiger Woods doesn't want to be in some PGA video game. Okay, he's not signing. You can't use his likeness. Okay, he's not going to be in there. Um, but if Jack Nicklaus says, yeah, no problem, you can use my likeness in the game, and he signs, now you can have Jack Nicklaus in the game. That's just a weird example, but I'm just saying of somebody who, Michael Jordan, he didn't want to be in the NBA video game, or maybe he was at one point, then he wasn't. You get my point. They have to sign. So Scott Stevens obviously signed because he's going to be in the next game. So does that mean he can't be in this game? Right? Like we know he's confirmed for NHL 27. That means he signed his alumni agreement. Does that mean you're not allowed to put him in NHL 26, or they're like, well, we're not going to pay him for an NHL 26, so we're not going to put him in the game? If that, I mean, I don't know. I think it would be so phenomenal if they if they came out with a Scott Stevens card. Welcome to the Alumni Association, Scott Stevens. Yeah, you're going to be in the next year's game, but you know what? We're going to make you a card right now. Everybody's desperate for right shot D. So here's the thing: we have some good ones, right? Blake. I mean, McAvoy. I mean, he's not one of the greats all time, but I mean, he's very good. Tyler Myers. I mean, come on, Tyler Myers is not one of the great right shot defensemen of all time. Let's be honest, not even close. He's basically right-handed Hal Gill. I mean, come on. He's not that good. But I get it. He's 6'8". He's a big guy. He's a good player, good defender. They make him. There's not a lot of right D. There's not a lot of right D. So the other guys you could have, you could come out with a Tim Horton. I don't know if they'd go 99X. I don't know why they wouldn't. I mean, let's face it. I mean, I have the Chell 96, but could they come out with an icon, maybe a 99 Tim Horton icon with truculence, with edges or whatever, so or stick them up, whatever. That would be nice. That would be very nice because that would slide right in. I mean, I would definitely be going for Tim Horton. Like I said, Scott Stevens, the who was the other? Yeah, I lost my. I had like a list of like the top 5 or 6 right shot defensemen. I'm trying to think. Oh, Chelios, obviously. So Chelios, Stevens, Horton, and okay, I forget the other 2 guys off the top of my head. And then, believe it or not, Drew Doughty and Brent Burns are like the next guys after. They're the 2 current guys. So obviously they're not alumni, and I don't think they would give those guys like any 99. I mean, maybe you could do a 99, but you get my point. Right D's thin. So I'd love to see Scott Stevens, and I'd love to see a Tim Horton card. Um, that being said, that's it. That's what we're looking for at this point. I mean, I'm not going to move Chara or Alexiak. So those 2 are set in stone. Blake and McAvoy, again, you're going to have to give me better cards. I'll move off of the Tyler Myers. I mean, I could also put Tyler Myers here. I don't know if I'd want Myers and Alexiak. Even Myers and Chara, to me, it's like I could use like, somebody maybe a little bit more agile. You have a big left shot D. It's like, do you need 2 of them together? I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But the point is, I added this 98 Tyler Myers. It's the best right D in the game right now, as far as I'm aware. Along with these 2. And obviously the McAvoy because of the free abilities and truculence and edges. I mean, and he's a Bruin. I mean, it's just a great card. I've had it in my lineup since the day it came out, basically, or since the day I got it. But yeah, so I made the Lincoln in '99, added the '98. I added this backup goalie because what happened was when I took out Chris Chelios I replaced Chris Chelios with this Tyler Myers, and I wasn't thinking, and it removed my captain bonus. And I couldn't activate the captain bonus for any of my 99X because everybody had like 4 or 5, you know, because McKenna obviously doesn't have a team, and Lane Hudson doesn't have a team. So, like for instance, if Lane Hudson was a Canadian card, obviously that would go towards my captain bonus. Gavin McKenna could be on Toronto, that would go towards my captain bonus. But those guys aren't counting towards my captain bonus. So anyway, when I replaced Chelios, I lost my captain bonus. I said, "Oh crap! I really can't do anything." What? And so I basically put like Lozon in here and used the McDavid bonus, and I had to change something else out. I put in like Marcel Dion and put Gretzky back here. I was like, I don't know. And then I said, well, what can I do with Lincoln? And I saw that he could go with this line combination. Obviously, Finland, and then he had the Ottawa thing. So you get a +3. I got this for 999 coins last night. Thank you, whoever sold that, for not whatever. So that worked out really well. I picked that up just to be my backup goalie and still get a good line combination, which eventually I'm not going to need. All it's going to take is one more player with free abilities, and it doesn't matter who my backup goalie is, which is nice because then you can use it for whatever your captain bonus is and not worry about line combinations. Um, but yeah, so this team is phenomenal. I'm very excited. I love this Lankanen card. I'm good. Of course, probably next week they'll probably come out with some amazing goalie. But we'll see. We'll see what they do with the goalie situation. Right now, I'm very satisfied with Lankanen. If at some point I get another goalie that I think's better, maybe bigger with the same abilities or whatever, even a 99X. I don't know if they'd come out with a 99X goalie that's buildable, but I'm open on that. But at the same time, I'm ready to go the rest of the way with Lankinen. He's got the abilities I like, good size, great card. And now I got it at 99 because if you look, it's 99 everything with 50 aggression. I mean, you can't beat that, bro. With post to post, elite post to post, blue showstopper. The only criticism you could possibly say is that he's 6'2" and he's from Finland. But that doesn't bother me too much. I'm not totally against Finland. I'm just saying I have issues with like Tuukka Rask choking at the end of games and other Finnish goalies. To me, like Pekka Rinne, way overrated. That's just me. You can do whatever you want. I don't like Pekka Rinne. He's very overrated. I don't think he's that great in the game. This Lankinen's phenomenal. So as you get higher up and players are better and they can really go high consistently and beat the goalie, maybe that's where people are like, oh, you need a 6'4" goalie. Okay, well, I'm not in diamond or platinum even. Ultimate, these things. If I ever get to that point and I find that Lincoln's not good, okay, he can be replaced. But I think for now, I'm good. But what I was going to say was his stats, I looked at his 97 and I was like, oh, he had like a 94 poke check. He had like a 94, 95 vision. The endurance was like 95. The agility was like 97. Some of the other stuff, I was like, wow, you know, there's a lot to be improved on here. In other words, like, wouldn't you want to have a 99 breakaway, a 99 5-0? I mean, why wouldn't you want to have a 99 goalie with 50 aggression and the best perks in the game? Because I don't care what anybody says. I will take post to post and showstopper over dialed in. Dude, dialed in's not going to save you on a breakaway. I mean, it might help you on a breakaway, but what I'm saying is if somebody scores a great goal, it really doesn't matter if you have dialed in. And guess what happens? All that goes out the window. And now you're back to square one. And what? You have sponge, dialed in and sponge. Come on, dude. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can have your own opinion. My opinion is Dialed In is overrated. It's a if you said it was if it was like Patrick Waugh and he had Showstopper and Post to Post Elite, and you want to throw in Post to fine or Dialed In, fine, or even Sponge. I actually personally would rather have Sponge. Personally, I will take for a 99X because Patrick Waugh has Dialed In. I think if you're going to do another 99X, replace Dialed In with Sponge. So you get the Post to Post, Showstopper, and Sponge on a goalie that's 6'4". Okay. Could it be Aiden Hill? Could they say, you know what? Everybody loved Aiden Hill, number one goalie this year? Because it probably was, dude. Everybody plays Aiden Hill. Everybody had Aiden Hill. I mean, I made it immediately, like, when they had the choice pack, I was like, well, bro, I'm making it. Well, no, actually, I went with Natchez first. But then I was like, you know what? I should make this Aiden Hill. And then I quickly found out, like, yeah, this is my best goalie. So just upgrade him as high as you can and go with it the whole season. He was my goalie the whole season, like most people, and then even into this season. But he doesn't have a showstopper. And I found that there was times when guys would be able to pick that top corner a little bit too easy, that the short side a little too easy. Kevin Lankinen does not give that up as easy. I'm telling you right now. And especially, I haven't even used this card, the 99. So could there be a goalie that comes out that's 6'4" or taller with elite, you know, a 99X with elite showstopper, elite post to post, and then elite sponge or dialed in? Doesn't matter. I mean, they've already got Patrick Waugh with dialed in, so I think you switch it up and give him sponge. I would probably, you can't build Patrick Waugh, so I would be interested in that goalie for sure. But as of now, we don't have that yet. So as of now, I'm rolling with Kevin Lankinen. Okay, my recommendation is you should too if you want the best goalie. If you don't want the best goalie, if you want to go Craig Anderson or somebody else, still use Aiden Hill, all power to you. I'm just telling you, my confidence level is very, very high as you can get with Kevin Lankinen. Um, and I have zero regrets. I mean, hopefully this 99 is amazing. So that's how I feel about that. So yeah, so basically I can replace Lane Hudson when I finish the challenges with any left D I want, which could be Provorov, could be somebody else. The one thing about Provorov is he won't fit any lines. The only lines he could fit is with Lexiak. He'd get like, I don't know, a few, but ideally this could be an American. I do have Al Frady I can put in, but he's a 95. He's a good card, but at this point in the game. So right now I'm just going to roll with Lane Hudson, have one offensive defenseman. I don't think it's going to be too bad on my third pairing. Just check this out real quick. Just see, I can't remember if I have anybody else. I do have the Chelios again. He's a righty. Um, okay, just to look at my top guys here. Because if you don't sort it, they'll always show you those XP cards first, and I hate when they do that. So I just sort it by like 95 plus. So yeah, I got Chelios. I can put those on there. That's fine. Oh, okay. I bought the Niedermeyer. I thought I bought Iserman. Okay, so I had an Iserman 97 untradeable from the Battle Pass. I got the Rupe Hints as well. I finished the Battle Pass like last night. The Rupe Hints looks nasty. It has elite wheels and quick release, but where does it fit on my team? It doesn't. So it's probably just going to go 99X trade in. But it looks like a great card that I think a lot of people are going to be using as soon as they get it, because people like free to play players and people that are just like, you see people using the Stone. If people are using the Stone and loving the Stone, I mean the Rupe Hints, he's like 6'3". He's like 6'3", 215 with 99 everything, elite wheels, and blue quick release. I mean, that's a great card. That's really a great card. Now, if you're somebody that has like Nathan McKinnon, Joe Sakic as your captain, he fits right into your bonus. Hey, everybody's got a little bit different team. If you can fit the Rupe Hints into your lineup and you like the card, more power to you. Anyway, I got the 97 Iserman. It's not a great card. It's got like quick draw and like Born Leader. Zero interest. Although it does fit my captain bonus. But obviously I like Stevie Y. So I said, okay, I'll just hold on to that and use that as a trade-in towards a 99 icon. But then I said, well, crap, it's just going to sit there for a while. Why not use that now? Because I'm looking for 97s to trade in to get my Lincoln into a 99. So then I go in the auction house and I'm looking for the cheapest 97s, and I saw this, and for some reason I just thought it was Iserman, um, and I just bought it real quick. It was like 80, 85, 86, I don't know, something like that. It turned out to be Niedermeyer, who I love, and he's got elite edges and quick picks. It was a good card. So I can either sell this or just hang on to it for a little bit, and um, but I just realized that that was Niedermeyer and not. Does he have 99 speed, by the way? See, that's a little. He's got 98 skating. I mean, he was a great skater. I'm surprised they didn't give him 99, but he's a 97, so I guess they gave him 98. Yeah, the 99 defense for sure. He was a great player, and he was, by the way, for anybody who's younger, I mean, he was paired with Scott Stevens. So like it was Niedermeyer and Stevens together. It was on New Jersey. They were a wagon with Brodeur and Net, obviously, and other guys up front and other guys. It was just a phenomenal. I mean, that's one of the greatest defensive pairings of all time. And then, of course, Niedermeyer went to the Ducks and won a Stanley Cup there as well. And he was also, I can't remember. I think he might have played for one other team. I can't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, he was a great player, and I love. I actually have compared Matt Schaefer to Scott Niedermeyer. Similar size, lefties Canada, obviously, but also just the skating. The skating is off the charts. So you're going to see, and also the defense. People that don't think Matthew Schaefer is a great defenseman, well, you're just not paying attention. You're not watching. He shut down Connor McDavid, bro. The second game. If you can go back and watch the Islanders Oilers game, the second game, you can watch both games. Watch the first game, and you'll see that Schaefer had some issues. What I love is the second game against McDavid and Draisaitl and the Oilers. He learned from the first game, and he was phenomenal defense. And I saw that. I said, he's not on Team Canada. You guys screwed up. And I still stand by that. If Matthew Schaefer was on the Team Canada instead of Thomas Harley, I guarantee, I'm not going to guarantee it, obviously. You can't do that. But I'm going to say a 99% sure they would have won the gold medal. They needed another guy, especially after Morrissey went down. Okay. Now, because they had nobody. They were playing with like Sanheim, and who Sanheim's a good defender, and I'd rather actually have Sanheim than Harley. I'm not a big Thomas Harley fan. I'm just not, bro. He's kind of like he's kind of like a jack of all trades and a master of none. He's like a pretty good skater, pretty good offense, pretty good. Don't get me. He's almost like a Devin Taves type, like where it's like he's got a good shot too, but like there's something about him, and there's something about Dallas. I just kind of don't like Dallas. Um, I've always kind of hated Dallas. The Bruins kind of have a little bit of rivalry. If you go back, man, so there were line brawls. We used to play Dallas like once a year or whatever, maybe twice a year, but like it would be like there's a game like 15 years ago. I don't know what year. It was probably 2011, 2010, somewhere between 10 and 12, I'd say. And like it was in Boston against Dallas. They had Steve Ott at the time, and there was like five fights, four or five fights to start the game, literally to start the game. Like opening face-off, fight, another fight, another. It was like three or four at least to start the game. And it was like we had like Sean Thornton, Gregory Campbell fought, even though that was like a crappy fight. I think Shane Knighty, like whatever. It was awesome, and those games were so fun. So I kind of developed a little hatred then for Dallas, and then I didn't mind them too much, but then the whole Rantanen thing and just they're very arrogant fans as well. Like they're like, oh yeah, no, we own Colorado. We're way better than Colorado. It's like, dude, you guys haven't won jack. You guys haven't even been to the Stanley Cup. So get off your high horse, Dallas Stars fans, because you haven't been to the Stanley Cup. Okay, I understand you're in a tough division, but like, let's not pretend like you keep acting like you're like one of the no. Get to the Stanley Cup, win a Stanley Cup, then you can talk. Okay, little rant there. So anywho, okay. So that's it. I mean, I got Chelios and Lozon 97. Those can go in, and I got Niedermeyer 97. Okay, so those are my other options. Although only Lozon has truculence, and the problem with Lozon is this: Love the card. He was a great card, especially last season. Warrior second ability, not great, but fine. Not too bad. Makes sense kind of for him. 99 balance, 99 endurance, great. His skating I have no issue with, right? His shooting I really have no issue with. The hands though, bro. 91 offensive awareness, 95 puck control. It's just his hands at this point in the game to me are a little lacking. The defense. So it's not bad to have him as a number 6D who's just like a defender. That's fine. But he's a little bit. He feels like a little bit of a liability on offense at this point in the game. Former Bruin, obviously. We drafted him second round, 2015, I believe. Second, maybe even third round. I think second round, but he went in the expansion draft to Seattle, I believe. They should have protected him, but they had some. They had a tough choice, but yeah, I mean, or maybe we could have traded him. Or actually, when I say Seattle, it might have been Vegas. Actually, I think we lost him in the Vegas draft. Actually, obviously, because he's on Vegas. So the point is, if they were going to lose Lozon, they probably should have tried to make a deal and traded him, or traded somebody else. But he also was a guy that took a long time to develop, especially on offense. Like that's the thing. It's like this card is pretty true to real life. I mean, obviously he's not a 97, but you know what I mean. He does lack hands and offense, but as far as defense and checking, he's awesome, and he's a pretty good skater, and he's got a pretty hard shot. So good card, great Chelios card, great Chelios card. But he doesn't have truculence. He does have stick him up and quick pick though, so it's a good card. I use this card too. It's got 98 skating. It's a good card. Problem is I can't have. What am I going to put him on the top pair? I got Tyler Myers now. What am I going to put him with Lane Hudson? No, I have two guys with no truculence. So this will be probably actually sold. I was thinking about hanging. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to wait till Friday. If they release a Chelios 99X, obviously I'll use it and then sell this. If they don't release a Chelios 99X, I'll probably just sell this because I think this card's going to be a hot commodity because people are going to make the Lane Hudson Montreal Canadiens fans, whatever, and they probably already have this card, but I think this card is going to be a lot more valuable, especially if they come out with a 99X. But either way, he goes with the Lane Hudson 99X very well. So, even though I love Chris Chelios, is probably the greatest right-hand defenseman of all time. I mean, he played for 28 years. I mean, come on. And he has like, what, 3 or 4 Stanley Cups. Just shy of 1,000 points, I think, but great player. Great player, American. Loved him on the Blackhawks when I was a kid. And obviously Detroit as well. I didn't really see him much for Montreal. In fact, there was a point I didn't even know he played for Montreal. I remember now, like, with Patrick Waugh, but, like, I just always, as a kid, because, like, the Blackhawks, I used to like the Blackhawks. They had, like, Ronick, Belfour, Chelios, Larmer, Larmer, whatever, a couple of other guys. So I was always a huge Chris Chelios fan. He's an OG. 28 years, bro. Come on. Respect, bro. Respect. He's like almost like a Gordie Howe in that sense. I mean, Jesus. What a career. Anywho, defense is looking a lot better, just in terms of depth. Okay, just in terms of depth. Just picked up this on the auction house. So, if I see a good deal on like some 93s, 94s, 95s, those are always good to have. You can sell them or use them if you need them. I just used, made the Lankinen, I made the Provorov. Actually, I used untradables for that, but you get my point. It's always good to have a little extra fodder just in case you want to build something. So this is my team, and this is going to be my team this week until I save up my resources, hopefully get some pack luck, and maybe make another MSP, maybe like a Provorov here. Because the thing is, Crevier, here's the thing. I just got this. This 98 Myers rules out even getting Crevier. There's no need for Crevier. I'd rather have Myers because I'm not taking Blake out of the lineup for Crevier. I don't need the DAP. And I'm not taking McAvoy out because, he's McAvoy and he's got free abilities. And so the obvious choice is to make Ivan Provorov and stick him right here. And then I'll have a full truculence and yeah. I mean, if I add Provorov, and especially if it's a 99, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it 99, but even if it's a 97, um, that's going to be quite nice on a third pairing. Okay. And then the only thing I can really do is I can maybe upgrade Yager at some point, maybe Rocket Richard, or like I said, wait to the mid-season icons, and then the Langenbrunner. I'm not desperate to replace this, but if I can get a great 90, 98 or 99 Devil, um, Jack Hughes, Nico Heischer. I mean, I'm not a big Nico. Not that I don't like Nico Heischer, but like I kind of like Langenbrunner here. I mean, Mantha. Yeah, Mantha's got the elite quick release. But the point is, everybody here has quick release. And the only guys that have blue quick release are Langenbrunner, Andrechuk, and Yager. Everybody else has orange or red elite quick release. Everybody here has elite truculence, obviously, instead of Lane Hudson. And then if I replace that with Provorov, everybody's going to have elite truculence. And all abilities will be active. So my team is literally on the verge of being. I don't really see how a free-to-play player could have a better team than this, especially somebody at Black Friday. Because people who played from the beginning free to play could have the fantasy cards, team of the year, some stuff like extra cards. Okay, fine. But if you got the game at Black Friday, I challenge anybody in the world to show me a better team free to play from Black Friday. Okay, and I'll tell you what, guys, too, because I can help you get this kind of team next year as well. Let me tell you something. I screwed so many things up throughout the year, wasting coins. I didn't understand how the line combos reset every season. Like when I first got the game, I like bought a bunch of cards. I wasted so many coins early on, and even just at different points going for line combinations because you know what? I was always playing catch up and I was always desperate to try to have the best team or just improve my team and improve my, you know, my lines and my ability points, the salary, all of that. So I ended up throwing coins at it a lot to try to catch up instead of saving my coins, being smart. And, if I would have been smart, I could have saved up my coins. I could have gone for the Bergeron 99X when it came out. Like these guys, I see these guys opening the packs for Austin Matthews and some guys, 6 packs, 7 packs, just to get it. That's a lot of coins. I wouldn't have probably had that much, but I would have been nice to at least take a stab at the Bergeron, right? 1 or 2 packs, maybe get lucky, right? Because that's the only way to get it at this point. So that's really the only card I'm really missing is the Bergeron. The other thing is I have the Marchand. So if I had the Bergeron, now I could have Bergeron, Marchand, Pastrnak, 99. So I don't know what I would do. I guess I don't even know what I would do with my lines at that point. But I would have a ridiculous. I'm still going to find a way to fit Bergeron on my team if I can get him. So that's no question about it. I would even trade out. I might even trade out Mario Lemieux. Actually, I would consider trading this Mario Lemieux straight up for Patrice Bergeron, just because he's my favorite player, guys. I mean, that's what it's all about. I love Mario Lemieux and I love this line, but I'd rather have Bergeron, and then I could put McDavid here, Bergeron here. I could put anybody next to them, so I could put Gordy Howe or just another right shot player. So yeah, I mean, basically this is my team for the rest of the game. Once I replace this Lane Hudson, once I finish the challenges, and then the only thing I'm really looking for is a couple of small upgrades, 99 right shot D, and then Bergeron. So this is like an end game team, phenomenal. So I just wanted to share that, and I'm going to I'm trying to live stream a little bit. Um, and also, if anybody has any questions about whatever, I'm probably going to do some videos. Just I like to help the new people because I know how difficult it was to learn how to do all this and make this team. So when I go up against somebody online and I'm like, or anybody new and they're like, man, I can drop a quick video and just really show new people or just people that don't know exactly how to go after teams like this and how to go about everything. You know what I mean? The whole process. Because I've learned and I've improved and I've over the last couple, the last year plus, really, since I've really learned how to play Hockey Ultimate Team. No problem sharing that if anybody's interested. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of people, you know, who are in the community. Obviously, they know exactly how to do this, but some people are new and it's intimidating. When you see a team like this, what do you do? Like, oh my God, what do you know, what's going on? This guy's free to play? Yeah, I can show you how to do it. Okay. Um, so yeah, I'm pretty excited. I'm pretty excited, and I'm going to get after it this week and finish off these 99X challenges. And looking forward to Friday, new event. Looking forward to seeing what they bring and what the future of this game is. Because we're kind of getting to that point now where they're going to start being more lenient. In other words, last year there was a point where they released a 99 Char and a 99 Yager that anybody could make. Only anybody could trade in 1092s, right? 1092s is all you needed to get a 99 Chara or a 99 Yager. Um, I'd be surprised if they don't do something like that again. I don't know with what cards, but um, I would be surprised if they don't do something like that again. And then they also did a thing where all of the MSPs, the most popular ones throughout the season, throughout the year, they made 99s, like the top three from each event. And then they made those buildable. You had to trade in like 298, so it was like one final event, like the preseason event. They also threw a free Tage Thompson that was upgradable as well. So I could see that coming very soon. I don't know if it's going to be the next event or not, but we're getting to that point where we're almost to the next game. They're going to stop, take the foot off the gas a little bit and let people enjoy the last month of the game. They also upped the ability points last year, which at this point I've got all the ability points, so I don't need that. But we got some good content coming, like I said, with the mid-season captains, mid-season icons, all that stuff. 99X, what are they going to do with that, with the LTDs? So there's a lot of questions about what's going to happen over the next probably 2 weeks until we get to the mid-season. But as soon as they drop those event cards, and the point is, people have been talking for months about 99 MSPs. BS, dude. They haven't even released 98 MSPs. Okay, we've been on 97s for months. I don't think they're ever going to release 99 MSPs. I don't even think they're going to release 98 MSPs. Those are reserved for the icons, for the 99X, for the heroes, for the rookies, for, team of the week, stuff like that. All the special stuff. Those will be the 98s and 99s. The 99s that you can make are going to be like last year, the most popular MSPs from each event. And um, and the reason, if you look at these celebration, they did the same thing. They took popular cards from the fantasy event, team of the week, um, alumni. Like, in other words, those weren't events. Those were just popular special cards throughout the year that wouldn't fit into those 99 event cards. The 99 events are going to be like grudge match. It's going to be like Kale McCarr grudge match 99, right? Or um, what was the other one? Jay Bomeister, Pinnacle. I'm looking forward to that, by the way, because that was one of my favorite cards all year. Timu Solani. What are they going to do with Timu Solani? Are they going to do a 99X? Or are they going to do a Record Breakers 99? Because I'm telling you right now, that was one of the best events as well. Timu Solani Record Breakers. It was Teppo Numminen Record Breakers and then Ovechkin Record Breakers. Superstar Origins was Slakowski. McKinnon, there was a bunch of them. That was a 3-week event, but you get my point. They're going to come out with those 99s that you can build, and they combine that with the new event. So last year it was called the preseason event. You needed 298 preseason cards. You trade in and got any 99 event card you wanted, the ones that they released. And they also released They also released. They also released. Sorry, I just got a message. They released. What was the other thing I was talking about? Those. Okay, whatever. You get my point. That's all coming soon, guys. Um, there's another spotlight as well. Like, because last year they did Corey Perry. Last year was really cool. It was like Titans. I liked last year's better. I love the Gordie Howe 97, don't get me wrong, and the spotlights and stuff. But last year they had these things, instead of spotlight, it was called Titans. And that was the other thing. You could do this Corey Perry 99. The card art was just beautiful. And it was like, it was just really cool looking. And you had Corey Perry 99. Then, like I said, you made Yager and Chara 99. You had all these 99s. And that's the point. It's going to be happening soon. So I would go all in right now for celebration. Anybody out there wondering, bro, if you're not making these cards, you're not doing it right. Go all in, make Alexiak 1, Lundell and Ladd, and I would say Lankinen. And if you don't want Lankinen, maybe you don't see the value in the goalie or whatever, make the Provorov if you have the fodder and just go for that now. Trust me. Don't worry about anything like icons or rookies or anything like that. Those can be got you can get those anytime. And by the way, once everything goes to 99 and all that stuff, all the prices of like 97s and 98s and stuff, and even 99s, all going to come down. They're all going to come down. So don't feel the need to like grind for like an icon right now or something or any cards. Grind for the current event and make these cards 99. These are end game cards with free abilities. Because for all we know, next week is going to be the last event of the year. Because again, people say, oh, last event of the year. Yeah, the preseason event came out last year, and that was the last event. And it lasted like 2 months. Or not 2 months, but like, like it lasted long, like the rest of the year, right? It lasted like the rest of the year. It wasn't just a 2 week event. It was like, this is the final event. And then the rest of the year, you could trade those 98 event cards in for any 99. And I think that's about the point we're at. You could do that, and then in 2 weeks, do the mid-season where you release the 99 icons and captains and stuff, and then that's it. That's the end. I really think they're going to wrap up the content in the next like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, meaning starting Friday. So the rest of this week, we'll see what they come out with. New team of the weeks, whatever. They might come out with something this week. Connor Bedard, transaction, whatever. They could come out with some cards on Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever they come out with. And then I think Friday could be the last event of the year. And then 2 weeks after that will be the last content drop with the icons and all that stuff. And then that's it. And then, if anything, at that point, they could do the 99 LTDs or some sort of a 99X trade in, or maybe that would be the final thing. So, like, the final content drop could be something they do with 99Xs where they allow you to trade, swap them, or build the LTDs, whatever. Now, the interesting thing is, what if they came out? I hope they don't do this. I hope they don't do this. But what if they came out and said, "Okay, you want one of the LTDs? Okay, you got to trade in two 99Xs to get one LTD." That would be harsh, but I'm doing that shit because I want the Patrice Bergeron, so that's not a problem. I will literally build Wayne Gretzky, Macklin Celebrini, Lane Hudson, whatever, and just trade those in for Bergeron. Um, yeah, so that's it. That's my team update. My team's unbelievable. Like, subscribe, leave comments if you have any questions. If yeah, and also like if somebody was like, "Hey, can you whatever?" uh, you know, I'm just chilling, having a good time. It's no big deal, dude. The other thing is, you can watch my content, slap it on. I'll probably put you right to sleep. You can do a little ASMR, right? Sometimes I get a little excitable, but a lot of times I was talking a nice, slow, deep voice. Okay, I can do that too. So, thank you for watching. Anybody, thanks for any support, any suggestions, um, any whatever. Good luck out there. Good luck out there. And like, so for instance, if somebody was like, oh, do a ranking of the event cards or do a ranking of this, if somebody wanted something, my opinion on something, I would absolutely give it to you. But other than that, guys, good luck out there. Um, Make sure you're grinding for this event. I'm telling you right now, you want to be grinding for this event. You can't make these 99s after Friday. Um, so go for it and get the best team you can and have fun and have a great day. Thanks.